conversation again?
So we were talking about the lilies, and then I said that we gotta please people,
Right.
not God, and then we went to Romans.
Right. So
And then
what
I was like,
what was the
verse
read the
27.
thing about the lilies again?
This is the thing about the lilies. It was pretty long, but okay. I should probably okay. We may learn a lesson from the lily, and although surrounded with influences that will tend to corrupt the morals and bring ruin upon the soul, we may refuse to be corrupted and place ourselves where evil association shall not corrupt our hearts. Individuality individually, the youth should seek for association with those who are toiling upward and unfaltering steps. They should shun the society of those who are absorbing every evil influence, who are inactive and without earnest desire for attainment of a high standard of character, who cannot be relied upon as persons who will be true to principle. Let the youth be found in association with those who fear and love God. For these noble, firm characters are represented by the lily that opens its pure blossom on the bosom of the lake. They refuse to be molded by the influences that will demoralize and gather to themselves only that which will aid the development of a pure and noble character. And here it is. They are seeking to be conformed to the divine model.
Right. And so, because they care about the divine model, they don't care about, well, what would, it's like people have role models, right? Oh, my role model is, this celebrity or this successful person, And so the role model for us, the divine model, which is even better, should be like Christ, right? He's the only one that lives perfectly.
And many times, that model could be corrupted by the influences that surrounds us. What things that people do. That model could be changed. It could be like, okay, let's add this little part.
And that's why it's so important that we know what's really real. Because if you don't know what's really real, when people try to sneak in a little falsehood, you'll fall for it. Just like what happened with Adam and Eve in the garden. Satan said, "Did God not save Eve from every tree in the garden?" Right? That was a true statement, but he just left out one little part and became completely wrong. So the fact that they didn't know the whole truth,
right, they didn't really know what it was to know be like God, pretty much, because that's what he said. Be like God, know between evil and
good and evil.
Good and evil.
But that's the thing, they didn't all they knew was good. They didn't need to explore the evil realm of it, But Satan didn't say, "Oh, I want you to be evil." He said, "I want you to be like God." But what he didn't. But what's funny is same thing he did in heaven was saying, "I want to exalt myself like the Most High," right? But yet he failed at that. He knew it wouldn't happen, but he fed them a lie that he himself knew because he experienced that same lie himself when he failed. And so it's just and that's why it's so important that we have the model and we don't really look at. I don't know, because when we look at other people and we say, okay, let me compare myself, well, compared to Job, I'm a good person, right? Okay, that might be true, but God doesn't care about your comparison to Job. He cares about your comparison to his son. Are you like his son? That's what's going to get you to heaven. Not being more righteous than one person or the other, but, do you have the righteousness of God in you? And that's what the divine model is. I want to seek God's righteousness.